Hello there, Stephanie Cameraman, the Stock Whisperer, here to tell you the Dark Pool Weekly Whispers for July 23rd. But before we get to this week's whispers, let's quickly go over last week's results. July 16th, wow, this was definitely the best week since I've been doing the Weekly Whispers. We had a whopping 75% ROI if you had taken every single one of these. But of course, I don't expect you to take every single one unless you're Superman. But 21 of them hit targets. These targets are so important. As you can see, I draw trend lines, and I really try to map out the highest probability trade setups for you. Now, this week is a little bit tricky. Oh yes, it's tricky because it's earnings season. We're like right in the big brunt of it, okay? So I tried to be extra careful, trying not to do any whispers where the stocks were coming out this week, okay? These are really weekly whispers. Most of these targets hit within a day or two and so forth. So let's start with the SPY. Yeah, it's pretty safe. So the SPY, we're going to be bullish above 281.75. And my target's going to be 282.50, 284 on the upside, bearish below 279. Okay, these purple lines on my chart are the whisper levels, and the red lines are the targets. We had some really big dark pool activity real time at 279.77 on Friday. So really key level. Again, you can see the volume increase that came in as well on Friday. So I feel like we're going to have a really big day Monday. All right, so watch these levels. Let's go to the Russell. The Russell, we're going to be bullish above 170. And we're going to be bearish below 168. We didn't really get anything too big in the dark pool department there. But the QQQs, wow, massive dark pool activity came in on Friday. These were late prints, 179.01. Okay, 4 million. That's pretty big of those late prints that came in. So we're going to be bullish, and you can see the volume on Friday increased. So this is really easy. You can see I've drawn these trend lines as well. If we could break above this upper trend line, I would be bullish and we would be going up like that, right? But so I'm only gonna be bullish above 180, gonna be bearish below 178. If we break down below there, then I can see a big decline to about 175 actually. You know what? Let me just increase that one more level on the downside. Okay, so being prepared on both sides is really the key. Let's go to the DIA, the Dow Jones Industrial ETF. We're going to be bullish above 252. Target would be 252.50, 253, and 255. And let me just put that in there as well. Missed a few levels. We're going to be bearish below 250. That's a really big level. And our target would be 248, 50, and 248, and so forth. We didn't really get any dark pool activity on the DIA though. But guess what we got big activity on? VT. Now VT has all the major stocks in it. We have Google, Amazon, Facebook, J&J, JP Morgan, ExxonMobil. This is a really big, it's the Vanguard Total World Stock Index ETF. This is big. So I'm expecting a really big move. Look at the volume that came in. Last time we had this big volume was sell volume, and down she went. So we have some pretty big volume. If we could break out these two, here's like we're kind of in this circle right here, right? As long as we break above there, I'm going to be uber bullish. And of course, if we break below, I am going to be bearish. So bullish above 75.25, bearish below 74.50. keep your eye on VT. Let's go to gold. Ooh, have we found the bottom of gold? Oh my goodness. It has been a massive move down. We've been going below and below and below all the prints. We finally hit a pretty big level. That 115 came an eighth shy. That last eighth is the most expensive eighth in the entire world. Always get out an eighth shy of a major level. So how are we going to play gold this week? Well, I'm going to be bullish above 117. Okay, that's where the 8 EMA is right here. Going to be bullish above there. And I'm going to be bearish below 116. All right, so if this is not the bottom, we'll be breaking down and hitting that 115. But if it is, we could have a V-shaped recovery. What does that look like? It looks like that. Okay, so we're also going to keep an eye on silver. USLV had some really big prints coming in. It also has this inverted hammer. See that at the bottom, all right, of the hill. When you have an inverted hammer, it's usually a bullish reversal, and it's on very high volume. Okay, so as long as we stay above that, I'm going to be bullish above bullish above 825. All right, and I'm going to be bearish below 780. We had a lot of big dark pool activity that came in at around $8.11. And 784. Okay, that's why those are such key levels for silver. Is it going to be a V-shaped recovery too? We'll see. As long as we stay above this inverted hammer. If we do close below that, look out below. Okay, so really key to watch. Also SLV. That's a little bit slower than USLV. We had dark pool at $14.65, so I'm going to be bullish. Let me just zoom out on this for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be bullish above $14.75 and bearish below $14.50. Let's switch gears to another hot commodity, oil, USO. We don't have to worry about earnings on this one. We're going to be bullish above $14.27. And I'm going to be bearish, okay, I'm going to be bearish below 1387. We had dark pool activity at 1395. So that's a really, really key level to watch. And you can see if we can break above this 8, then there's room to go up. But if we can and we start to back down here, then there's room to the bottom of this channel, even possibly the top of the channel here. So I love when we come up and we retrace to that 8 exponential moving average, because that means we're either going to break above and have a big move or turn down and have a big move. And those are the best entries. So keep your eye on USO. Now another one that had big prints this week is BP. Yeah, BP. We're going to be bullish above 45. That's a major level. And I'm going to be bearish below 44. Earnings are not this coming week, but the next week, July 31st. Okay, so if you're going to do options, make sure you do this week's. And the dark pool activity occurred at $44.35. You'll notice, I'm putting it in here for you. DP, all these things and targets on this spreadsheet. So, yeah, definitely take a look at that. Let's go to Marathon Oil. Love trading MRO. Bullish above $20.75. And I'm going to be bearish below 20. That's a big level. And the same exact pattern. If we can break above this 8, there's room up. And, of course, if we break below this major level 20, well, guess what? There's a lot of downside potential here, so love this setup. Also watch the 70 level on the oil futures. That's a really big level. In fact, let me just pull up the weekly chart here. And, oh, that's a 5-minute. Okay, you can see right here. This is such a key level. Let me just zoom in. Yeah, these trend lines are really good. So key level 70. If we break above 70, that's going to be strong to about 72. There's resistance. And then if we break below this 67 If we close below that, especially on a weekly, we're going to drip down to 64. Okay, so these are key levels for oil futures. Let's move on to another stock in the same sector, NBR. Yeah, so it's not every day we get big prints on NBR, but we got some big dark pool activity, about 2 million between 595 and 604. When we get these big prints, they create a splash. All right. A lot of times it's a splash in the wrong direction, and then it takes off in the opposite direction. So you could trade the splash and then trade the longer term, which is what I teach my traders how to do in the pit. So we already had the splash. That's the good news on NBR. So we're going to be bullish above 620. That would be my T-spot. You can see there's resistance on this trend line. Look at all these, right? So if we can break above this area, oh yeah, we'll get a nice move up to, maybe even 7, okay? But for this week, if we break above 620, 650 would be my first target for NBR. However, I'm going to be bearish below 575. If it can't hold this and we move below all these wicks, I'm going to turn bearish for NBR. Let's go to another one. We rarely get prints on XOG. This is extraction, oil, and gas. And we got a big print Friday. And guess what? We're going to be bullish above $14.25. And you know what? The print happened at $14.15. So let me just put that there. Thought I put that in there. $14.15. 591,000 shares. And you can see this thing only trades, 800,000 on that day, trades 1.9 million and so forth. So a 500,000 is a big print for XOG. So watch this. Going to be bullish above 14.25 and bearish below 13.87. All right, love it. It's going to be a good one. Let's see what else we got. Oh, financials. Wow, wow, wow. We got prints on financials that we rarely see, especially Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. But let's just start with XLF first. This is the ETF. So we are trying to break out of this trend line. We kind of have a double trend line, right? We have two of them, this one and this one. So we kind of broke out, pulled back. If we can break above 28 this week, I'm going to be bullish on financials. 28.50 would be my first target. And bearish below 27.25 and 27 would be my target. We would move all the way down to the bottom of this trend line. We did have big prints that came in between 27.51 and 27.83. Let's move to Bank of America. Bank of America, we had some dark pool activity at $30.08. We had the splash, and I traded the splash in our live trading room, and now it looks like it wants to move up. So Bank of America, we're going to be bullish above $30.25 and bearish below $29.50. And again, these guys already had earnings, so love swinging them. KRE, which is the regional bank ETF, had big prints at 62.24. And if it can break above, you see this trend line here, if it can break above here, above 63, I love it, to about 64. And on the downside, we're going to be bearish below 62. If this is a sell print, we'll move down all the way to the bottom of this channel. So those are the levels for our KRE. Goldman Sachs, Mamma Mia. We had some pretty big prints on Goldman Sachs. In fact, we had 1 million at 230.77. Let me just write that down. 230.77, 1 million DP. Very, very big. I don't remember the last time I saw that. Okay, so get ready. Goldman's gonna go for a ride. We're gonna be bullish above 232.50, and my target first target would be 235. And of course, you know, if it's buying and we break above here, wow, it should move up pretty fast. If it's selling, I'm going to be bearish below 237.50, and then my target will be 225 and even possibly lower. Look, if they're selling, we're going to go way lower. If they're buying, we're going to go really high. It's going to have a big move. So watch Goldman and also JP Morgan. Yeah, JP Morgan, massive prints. 2 million at 110.41, another million at 110.90, a half a million at 110.45. Unusual dark pool activity. Going to be bullish above 112. Yeah, what do I like this? You guys can see it by now, right? If we break above this channel, a lot of room to go up. And I'm going to be bearish below 109, and my target will be 108, 106. Let's go to tech. Apple had some nice prints. We do have a lot of tech earnings coming, okay? So how to be careful with this, but Apple's good. Earnings are July 31st. Not this week, but the next week. So make sure if you're doing options, stick with this week or there'll be higher IV levels on those. So bullish above 192.50 for Apple this week. Bearish below 190. We had dark pool activity at 190.10, 190.22, and 192. So I love this because there you can see there's two great setups to the top of this channel and to the bottom. And you know, when you have massive dark pool activity in here, it's definitely going to make a move, hopefully this week. So another one that had unusual activity was NVIDIA, NVDA. NVIDIA earnings are not until August 16th. And I love the setup here as well. We had dark pool, 500,000, 251.25. Hasn't really moved yet. We're going to be bullish above 255. And we're going to be bearish below 245. And hopefully this thing will have a pre-earnings momentum run. Now let's get to Mr. Softy. Microsoft. Holy cow, 3 million today, Friday actually, 106.67. That is very, very big. You can see we hit the upper top of this channel trend line. And we're going to be bullish above 107.50. And of course, if we can break above that upper channel, 110 will come really quickly. But we're going to be bearish below 106. If this is selling, all right, yeah, we're going to take a trip down, possibly all the way down here to 102. So this can definitely have a power move. Watch Microsoft. Let's go to Brazil. This was in last week's Whisper. EWZ. Hit our targets. Yeah, wow, this thing had a really great move. We were bullish above 34 last week with a target of 35 and 35.50. And you can see it popped up today. So this week we're going to be bullish above 36. And I'm going to be bearish below 35 for this week. You have a high volume kind of doji on this candle. Let me just zoom in. Yeah, you see this? It opens and closes pretty close. High volume. So if we close above the high of this candle, that's going to be bullish. If we close above the low on Monday, it's going to be bearish, but I'm going to take it a step further and be bearish below 35 for EWZ. We had dark pool activity at 35.75. Now let's move on to Costco, another one with a highly unusual print this week. 933,000 shares printed at $217.85. Okay, look at the volume that it trades every day. 1.8, that's half the volume in one ginormous trade. Love Costco. Now, seasonality for Costco actually is not that great. It usually has a big pullback in August and then rips in October. But you have to trade seasonality with print. So I'm definitely going to watch these levels. I'm going to be bullish above 220. And I'm going to be bearish below 215. Remember, it's going to have a little bit of a splash But once this thing moves, it's going to have a massive, massive move. And I love trading Costco. I love shopping there as well. And it's so great when your trade pays for your shopping trip. Right, girls? So, all right, MGM. Another one with massive prints. Really big prints. We had dark pool activity between 3110 and 3122, 7.5 million. Earnings are August 2nd, so not this week, but the following week. So be careful, trade it just this week. We're going to be bullish above 3150, has a lot of room to run to the upside. Now you can see there's a gap here. See this gap? Yeah. You see it now, right? Yeah, so we did have a fake out to the strongest level, and then we had a big, deep pullback. Are they going to come and fill the gap in now? We'll see. We have the prints. Let's see if she could break above 3150. 32 is my target. 33, 34.50. And on the bear side, bearish below, $30.50. 30 would be my target. 29.50. One more, you guys. EU, FN. Most of you probably have never heard of this. This is the Europe Financial Sector Index Fund. What is going on in Europe? Now, these are the stocks that are in at the top holdings: HSBA, ALV, Santander, BNP, PRU, USBG, LLOY, and BBVA. Look at the volume. Just look at this volume. Oh boy, this thing is going to have a big, ginormous move. 22 million in dark pool activity between $20.35 and $20.47. So we're going to be bullish above 20.75. It's going to have a big move up if it's smart money buying, and we're going to be bearish below 21.25. First target would be 20 and then 1975. So there you have it. Those are the dark pool weekly whispers. Be careful this week. Just want to let you know that I am going to be traveling to Chicago this week. I'm going to be presenting at the Chicago Traders Expo. I'm really excited about it because I'm going to meet so many of you there. I'm doing 4 presentations, and I'm going to be visiting the Chicago floor, the trade exchange. So excited about that too. And so I will not be posting too many tweets on the Dark Pool app Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I will try at the end of the day to find some unusual activity and post it up there. But I think you guys are going to be a little busy trading these whispers. So it's always best to trade last week's prints. Okay, so I will look up all the prints this week and get you another whisper over the weekend, but definitely concentrate on these stocks and day trade those stocks that are coming out with earnings. So until next time, happy trading. That's my secret. Can you keep it? My secret. My secret.